Been messing with this Garrard Lab 80 for a couple of days now, actually a couple of weeks. And so, long story short, I've taken this all apart and replaced the old dried out lubrication with new lubrication. And when I put it all back together, I came across a problem that this cam gear right here was not interacting with the gear right here on the bottom of the spindle. And so those two need to interact so the auto start and auto stop feature for this turntable will work. And so what I found was I may have goofed up, and when I put this back together, I put a washer between this piece right here and this piece right here. Um, that didn't need to be there because there's no exploded view for this in the service manual. So I've been using little signs like you see this little wear ring right here. So sign there's a washer and then a nut goes on top of that, and that's kind of the guide I've been using to put this all back together because there's no exploded view in the service manual, and I didn't do myself any favors by not taking any pictures of how this all went together um, in the first place. And so what was happening was that extra washer between this piece and this piece was putting too much downward pressure on this cam gear and keeping this piece right here. This is the piece that pushes it by the tension in this spring. It pushes against this cam gear and rotates it just enough to where it interacts with this gear right here, and the platter spinning will start the whether the auto start or the auto stop feature. So we're going to button this back together. I've got to put the washer nut and some retaining clips back on, and there's two that go under here and one that goes right there. And I'm really hoping that that doesn't put too much pressure on that cam gear, and we can finally call this part of the project done, and then go on to finding some rubber washers that go on here, because one of these posts scrapes the underneath of that brand new idler drive for this turntable. So that's where we're at with this Garrard project. Hopefully we can get this guy buttoned up. And I'm really hoping that there's been some oopsies, and I'm really hoping I have not broken any of the continuity in those tone arm wires, because this right here looks like a bastard to take apart and to rewire.